Before we start, I always do a little ritual, and some of y'all know that ritual from the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. It's just bringing in the energy for our ancestors, the people that made this possible, and all the history and years of art and art forms and performances, that happened to make us want to be performers, to make us want to come here and share our art and our pain and our love. And that one poem about that person you hate because they took the last slice of toast or something, how those poets are. And that is, we just cheer and make a lot of noise for ourselves in the spirit. So without further ado, Nuyorican Poets Cafe, Loisaida Center, make some noise. Yeah.
And this first poem is called Allow Me. If I were to be allowed to ask for any one thing in my old age, allow me to dance. Let my right foot shimmy up my leg, into my hips, through my tiny torso, taking over my body, creating an orgasmic reaction. Make it so the beat is the question and my movements are the answer. Open the lyrics to interpretation and the heart to sing. Make it so my steps are quiet and sentimental, but suddenly dramatic and deadly. If I could play a song, speakers turned up, just my singular being surrounded by mirrors and a wooden bar, allow me to dance. No words would be left to say. My moving body would have all of the answers. This next poem is called Let's Pretend We Live Together. I remember seeing my eyelids some hours ago, exploring the inventions of my own thought. Enough to soar above the Amtrak of consciousness, revisiting the senseless idea of owning a drawer in your room. Yet the adoration for a concept doesn't change reality. I am still only a nightly visitor to your bedside. Hearing an old lore of how love can ruin your sense of self, there was still a galore of light in your eyes, similar to the inventions in my dreams, asking me to tell all of my desires. So I conformed to what felt warm. Room temperature to normal, bent myself over backwards into crash landing into an enchanting world of what could be. If given the space to implore all the ways that I see myself, could we pretend that we establish a rapport with one another, both able to answer the questions of what this is and who we are? Maybe then I could unpack more into your chest. This last poem is called Outfit of the Day. If you laced me up and tugged on my strings, maybe then I wouldn't have to pull myself together. If you took care of me and put me back in one of those cardboard boxes and slipped me under your bed, maybe then I would feel safe. I don't resent you. That would only make me squeaky and uptight. But I still imagine what would happen if I was a part of your outfit. I protect your feet, and you protect my black leather soul. Thank you, everyone.
I'm coming from New York, from New York, from New York. You can catch me at New York, at New York, at New York. I just wrote this, it's New York, it's New York, it's New York. It's not, it's some classic stuff, but that's how I like to open. Yeah. Hey, party. We watch television. Do you remember on MTV or was it on BET, those reruns of Martin? You know Martin, right? Yeah. Make some noise. You recognize the show? Yeah. Woo. Well, I'm just here to tell you the story of Martin and Gina. How Tommy kept a secret. Shh. He has to reveal it. He got feelings for Gina. They grew deeper. He said, dang, Martin. He said we used to bang back when Tommy had hair doing college things. So Martin wants to know what he's trying to explain. Tommy says simply, your girl gave me brain. We had a convo once about her sharing my name. She used to call me babe before you entered the game. And Gina said, hey, don't come in my place. You bringing up old stuff that was hid till today. Martin got tight and frustrated, grabbed a gun from his waist. He said, get the stepping or get shot in the face. As for you, Gina, this ain't where you stay. You didn't tell the truth, so this the price you pay. I suggest packing your things and you could find a new place. And Gina's like, baby, how you do this to me? Tommy said, hun, just come lay with me. So Martin's heated. He wants her to leave. He wants Tommy to bleed, but he don't need the crime scene, don't need to involve the police. He gotta do what he needs to. Can't have witnesses. They don't need to see proof. Tommy looked at him like, boy, what that gun do? Martin said, I'm the man about to show you. You see, Tommy wasn't shot, but Gina is dead. Martin felt a lot, so he shot her in the head, talking, if I don't have her, no one will have her instead. Awkward silence and a couple tears shed. Tommy said, damn, dog, look what you did. Martin asked me, man, I thought we were friends. Tommy popped out his pocket with the pistol at hand and said, now, Martin, I have to bring you to an end.
You told me that I'm the party friend. I'm the friend you solely contact when you want to have a good time. No talking, no venting, just dancing, shoving glitter down each other's throats. According to you, I'm the party friend. I'm not a bitch. I'm sweet, mature. I listen. Somehow I'm the party friend. How am I the party friend? I'm boring. You said so yourself with the back of your hand. I'm annoying. You said so yourself through a fussy phone call in the middle of the afternoon. And I was drunkenly staring in the bathroom mirror while tripping Jai Tahin off my arm, while you told me tequila ridden. We met in a past life. I nodded and smiled. You're like my little sister. I stared and I grinned. I did not believe you. Or agree. It's weird. I was heartbroken. I needed a friend, not a false protector, a friend. I'm the party friend who was clueless and let shit happen to them. You've seen who my father was. You've seen my whole childhood played out for you within 10 minutes. You have to lie through your teeth better and make sure they're shiny and they're aware and make sure I'm small enough. That night, I was tired and cold like a sad ghost. I apologized for haunting your house. You insisted that it was okay, that I'm allowed to, it's fine. I asked if it was fine for me to speak about the decayed pit in the middle of my chest, about the fourth man that week that drained the blood from out of my face, about how my mother said she didn't like me. I was dying slowly. You insisted that it was fine. I'm allowed to, it's fine. For now. And I'm sorry I didn't vent quick enough. I'm sorry I spoke low. And I'm sorry that I wasn't the life of the party. That's what you would have wanted me to say, but really what I wanted to say was, please stop self-proclaiming the high level of significance that you have in my life. The growth I did was done on my own, and you were merely a visitor along the way. I was the party friend for you, and you were a sad friend for me. A sad, sad friend. There's that one. Do we have time? Yep. Okay. One more. Mother's Day. I did not finish this. So yeah. I guess this is called figuring out what it means to become an older woman. I literally wrote this when I was turning 23. So I was stressed out. People think my mother is better, but I think she's free. I think she has undiagnosed anxiety. I think she reminds me of Fleabag and her older sister. I think she needs to take a break. I think the words my mother mutters to me through the phone, telling me to take a break and relax, should be echoed back to her. I think I should give her a call. I think I got everything from her. I think she's 42. I think I forget she's almost 60. I think I can't make it without her. Is figuring out what it means to become an older woman, is figuring out what it means to live without your mother, and what it means to have all the parts of her that caused you to sharpen your tongue and laugh with your belly loud like her yells for you live within you. My mother has bitten tongues and bruised lips and covered mouth with shaky hands. Sometimes the tongue gets sore, and the lips heal, but there's still a mark. And no amount of hard work or money well saved or spent will change the fact that people can be horrible. Don't make a bitch if you can't handle her.
Run it back!
Don't make a bitch.
Yeah, run it back!
Don't make a bitch if you can't handle her, literally. That's it. Thank you.
So actually, I'm in a good mood. I just crushed at a blood drawing. Yeah, like while she was doing stuff, like I was spitting like A material. Like she missed the vein like 4 times. I'm like, I have 10 more minutes of this shit. I think it was the only phlebotomy appointment that ended with, "Thank you, that's my time. Good night." All right. Do you guys know the Limerick milk lemonade around the corner Fudge is made? That is a story of a man that is very disappointed in what he found. Like he thought he was getting a tasty treat. He's just eating shit. All right, nope. I think I like people for like the right reasons. Like I'm not like somebody that says, you know, I like Michael Jackson, but not for the music. Like the music was okay, but those trials were amazing. Yeah. I hate the fact that some people call sprinkles jimmies. That kills me. Like they should never name a food after a person, after a seasoning. Like this chicken is delicious, but it is way over Cousin Jacob'd. Actually, sad thing though. My grandpa did just pass last week, and his last bit of advice to us was, have sex twice a day. And I don't know if you can tell by the everything about me, but I do not have that much sexual stamina. So before we go in for the second time, I whisper to myself, for Morris. It's a damn good thing I'm recording on this side, because you guys are giving me nothing. Actually, my girlfriend's in the audience right now. Yeah. She's been with me for a while, but like, I had a dentist appointment and we were talking, and it was really hard because there were all these things in my mouth, and like, I wonder how my girlfriend does it. Wow. I'm shocked that she's still with me. I am. Like, I have severe anxiety. I never heard a woman say, you know, I like men, but I want a man who panic attacks himself to sleep every night. That sounds really sexy. Did anybody here watch the show Danny Phantom? Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Danny Phantom is a kid he gets powers, superpowers, and like he can transform into a ghost by saying "going ghost," which is a really cool superpower. Because if I wanted to do that, I would have to die. And did anybody see House as a kid? It's basically about like a curmudgeonly old doctor whose name is House, and he solves like medical mysteries. And I always hoped that like he would find love one day, and we could call this house a home. All right, I think I'm done.
It's like a story in the form of a poem. Okay. The last time that we spoke, you described the insurmountable barriers blocking our path forward. Circumstantially, we cannot progress. I'm too much in my head, you said, but sleeping over is still in order. I tried to wrap my head around the words that came with no warning. Ill-prepared was I, but left with my head held high. In front of you, I'd do no mourning. The first time we spoke, our dynamic was preset, mostly due to the workplace, which is where we met. Your cordial demeanor diminished with more time spent, and initially I thought from happy hour you just wanted a happy end. Your persistence finally materialized, and to your date, I said yes. The next time we spoke, we were on dates 2, 3, and 4. I didn't expect the first to leave me wanting any more. You were right. Our connection went beyond friendship in the place of occupation. I thought your 8-month pursuit of me reflected positive motivation. The next time we spoke, you asked what kinds of dates I'd like to explore. Perhaps a vision outside the dinners, the shows, the bars, the clubs, the things we'd already done. You asked if I was now ready for more. The only thing I needed was to hear how you were feeling. I believed what I was seeing, but sometimes needed words to be delivered without my seeking. The next time we spoke, you expressed your intentions, but your proposal to advance our budding romance came right after my mom's intervention. How could I express to you that I couldn't bear to subject you to the weight of my baggage? I rejected your advances as an act of mercy. As with love, I'd come to fear myself as unworthy. Safety at arm's length, the sentiment I normalized. It appears my attachment style is classically disorganized. But to your credit, you did not cower at my tears nor my reasoning. You held me close and let me speak, sprinkled empathy like seasoning. Regardless of our undefined state, we continued to date, and next time was no exception. You addressed my perception that your interest was in more than just the chase. I like you for all your parts, you said, even if that means just giving you space. The next time we spoke, you planned a surprise on Valentine's. The meal and gift you gave me promised understanding and foresight. We laughed and danced, and I made us finish 2 full bottles of red. You lovingly did not complain the next day, despite the pounding in your head. The next time we spoke, you came to Midnights around midnight. An intentional detour to complete my home friend tour, you introduced yourself as mine. Earlier that day, we spent watching Ratatouille in my bed. I was elated you went out of your way tonight to come and see me again. And 1 week later was the end. It's been 2 months since we ended and a year since this all started. An unpredicted severance for me is territory uncharted. I learned to trust, and finally to your request, I responded. And now I'm left missing something I never initially wanted. Feelings changing is valid, but no communication is another. An explanation of closure. With this, you did not bother. So, remorseful am I that the first time I try, things turn out unfavorably. But to be honest, I thought you'd treat me well, so I overlooked some pretty glaring incompatibilities. Like, getting you to speak was like pulling teeth. You'd always forget that I'm allergic to beef. You never once closed my toilet seat. And worship at the church of Taylor Swift is not a personality. You'd barely engage with my friends you'd meet. Your unmade bed never had clean sheets. You dismissed when I expressed my verbal communication needs. But worst of all was honestly, your complacency. The number of times I've rejected your advances likely bruised your ego. You're near 30 and with not one relationship to show. Ultimately, I respect your decision to continue being alone, as I'm a dog breed a first-timer cannot own. Thanks.
Right. I need to be out of here. another place, another distance. I need some space, some substance. I need to be out of here, a foreign land, a different plan, a kind of space of significance. I need to be out of here. See these walls closing all around me. I'm in these halls and all I can see are people working on their dreams that they cannot reach. I'm losing my time, my patience, remembering where I've been. Can't even discuss where I'm going because I'm so trapped in the past that the future just seems so far away. I've lost sight of what I could be. Forget who I am. I am just lost in what could be. I apologize. I need to be out of here. I need to be in another place. I need to be in another distance, some other place, space, some other substance. I need to be possibly in a foreign land, possibly with a different plan, some kind of place of significance. I need to be out of here. You try to leave, and it seems to be out of reach. You seem to be crawling behind walls that are closing in, halls that seem to only have ghosts in between them. I have lost the game. I have become confused in a prison of simple speech and words as I take command of nothing. I am okay. I have grown comfortable with nothing, with little. I have grown comfortable being second in my own land. I have become comfortable. I need to be out of here. I need to be in another place, another space, another distance. I need some other substance. I need to be out of here, a foreign land, a different plan, a kind of place of significance. I need to be. In this place of frustration, I have found the magic of desiring little. I have found that it is okay to smile and be upset in the same space. I have found that it is somehow okay. I need to be out of here. I need to be in another place, another distance, some other space with some other substance. I need to be out of here. I need to be in a different land, a different plan, a place of significance. I need to be.
Let's see. When you try to domesticate a wild thing, the blood turns rancid and sour. The body gorges on itself. The shell and the soul invert themselves. When you try to domesticate a wild thing, you forget it needs room to breathe, time and space to play, for the heart to go running. When you try to domesticate a wild thing, it is like raising the dead to be livestock. You cannot feed this to the children. You cannot feed this to a nation and expect them to flourish. When you try to domesticate a wild thing, you are breeding a disease that plagues the soul. When you try to domesticate a wild thing, you will have to write endless prescriptions and follow strict schedules and diets. When you try to domesticate a wild thing, you are making it less than what it was meant to be, and you name it safety, security, even freedom. When you domesticate a wild thing, you forget what freedom looks like, feels like, tastes like, smells like, or sounds like. You lose the sixth sense, the seventh sense, the eighth sense, and forget the way home. That poem is called The Routine of Feeding and Killing. I'm sweating up here. I'm all nervous. All right, the next poem. My anger is cold and hot at the same time. It is personal, intimate, and private, but it is everywhere and it is loud. It envelops me and envelops the world. My anger falls over my eyes and drenches the world in red. My anger is blinding, but it also reveals to me what I need to see the most. When I don't see what my anger needs me to see, it overflows me. It becomes a destructive, aggressive tantrum in my chest and in my ears, and I feel like I am being destroyed and washed away. Everything becomes debris when I allow myself to be overtaken. But I have learned that my anger is not here to hurt me, doesn't intend to hurt me, but rather fiercely protect me and all the fragile parts of myself and all the things I hold sacred. My anger is here to clean the wound, wash away the debris so I can remember the injury. My anger is passionate love that feels overwhelming because it is powerful. But once I learn that that power belongs to me, once I claim this part of my spirit, my anger becomes a creative force, an expression of my feminine that is warrior and ocean. That poem is called Anger, the Divine Feminine, the Injury, the Wound, and the Salt Water. I have a tricky time naming my poems. I'll read one more very short one. This poem is actually correlates to the painting that I have hanging in the hallway outside. It's like kind of by the bathrooms. We are the keepers of time. We inherit timelines etched into our genes and cells. We dive deeper into the microcosms of our beings. We discover the lessons encoded into our cellular data. We tug at the strings and pull the wounds out into the open. We slowly unravel, and as we come apart, we relearn how it feels to be held by the infinite being. This poem is called The Remembering, the Reprogramming, and the Reawakening. And check out my painting out there before you leave or when you go to the bathroom.
To my mother. It's called Push It Through. You can play it. I'm trying to keep it going for me, but I don't feel complete. I don't feel complete, can't believe all this pain that I'm dealing with. The reason why it's getting hard to sleep. Listen, there's a lot of pain, but I'ma push it through. I'ma push it through. There's a lot of pain, but I'ma push it through. I'ma push it through. Look, I regret not spending time with you more. I was young, wish I could experience life with you more. Seems like yesterday when you was here. I deal with these battles every day. Don't think I have it left in me to fight anymore. But I just keep on going because of you. Because everything you did for me was love from you. On to new beginnings. You were supposed to show me the entrance like my twin. As I get older, I see the resemblance. Looking in the mirror, thinking about the curse and the blessing. I'm waking up with this you that I see in the reflection. Leave a message, cause I'm trying to go your direction. The last time I saw you, I knew that life wasn't to mess with. But damn, why you had to leave so soon? I got a female that I love. If you seen my shoes, you would have been proud. I bet you wouldn't leave my room. A studio's in the corner, the beats like boom. Boom, it hit me like a truck when I was seeing you less. Reading your text, the ones that had me feeling the best. Just thinking about it, my heart is broke, I bleed through my chest. Can't believe I didn't know I wouldn't see you the next day. But can't say, memories of you weren't left great. The pencil made me who I am, a pro since like 10th grade. You left weight on my shoulders for real. Afraid if I don't make it, then it's over for real. girl. Hi. My turn. I'm trying to keep it going for me, but I don't feel complete. I don't feel complete, can't believe all this pain that I'm dealing with. The reason why it's getting hard to sleep. Listen, there's a lot of pain, but I'ma push it through. I'ma push it through. There's a lot of pain, but I'ma push it through. I'ma push it through. I wish I could've spent more time with you. As a young man, you taught me a lot. You'd have been 4 or 5 this year. I probably would've bought you a Glock. You my mom, man, my #1 fan. I ain't understand how cold this world could be without your mother, man. I swear this wasn't the covenant. At least it put an end to all your suffering. Looking in the mirror, I'm reminded of the curse and the blessing. Blessed to ever had a life with you, but cursed that you left it. The person I'm left with just happened to be the one that delivered your personal death wish, and I know she gotta live with that. I've tried to forgive her, still I won't get you back. I know it's your sister, and mind no disrespect, but I feel like she got in our picture, and now my picture's black. So I gotta be the artist I am, to paint it back, trying hard as I can, spreading love with my heart in my hand, and just believe it's part of the plan. You're bereaved and it's hard to withstand, but when you grieve, all your scars are within. As strong as I am, still wish I get a call from you. Wish I didn't live far from you. If I need a whip, won't trip, I borrowed a car from you. I would do it all for you, would've took a fall for you, all for you. Now I'm trying to keep it going for me, but I don't feel complete. I don't feel complete, can't believe all this pain that I'm dealing with. The reason why it's getting hard to sleep. Listen to me, there's a lot of pain, but I'ma push it through. I'ma push it through. There's a lot of pain, but I'ma push it through. I'ma push it through. Thank you.
No, one sad and one that's like cute. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay, cute. So, this is past heartbreak. This is bullshit. Boo. Bad feelings. This is called It'll Be Okay. It's not really finished. I wrote it so long ago, but whatever. My limbs shake and convulse. You haven't called me today. You wanted to float away in space while I gripped plastic water bottles, crunching, aching, twisting, while I stumble on a lonely path to a place I just prayed would be revealed to me. Walking, hoping, clarity. While I say, it'll be okay, it'll be okay, it'll be okay, it'll be okay, it'll be okay. Why do I have to say, it'll be okay 55 times in a day, because you can't bring yourself to tell me for sure that you'll stay? Hearing you say that it'll be okay used to sound like trumpets in my ears, like the one you used to play as a child, like happy, like something that once was, like Judgment Day, because things are gonna happen whether you like it or not. I told myself that at the end of the day, no matter what you would say, you would come back home and it'll be okay, it'll be okay, it'll be okay, it'll be okay. But I'm tired now. I'm alone, and there's a carcass of the woman that I thought I was supposed to be growing into in the pit of my chest. And I lay her to rest quietly. I mourn her happy. I pet her hair, I kiss her cheek. And I detached her fossilized bones from my person and bury her underneath the weeping tree. And that's the only thing that weeps for me. Thank you. That was weird. I'll do a nice one now. This one is called He Said He Thinks of Me When He Hears Everlong by Foo Fighters. This is happy feelings, yay! The current, not the past.
Clapping my hands.
Right. I've stupidly asked the walls and ghosts and two-way mirrors if there were any songs that made them think of me. I'd foolishly hoped that they loved something as much as I did, and it's okay not to. But my love sings and whispers in the most astonishingly convoluted tune. You will be left confused and full, but patiently waiting for more to appear. So I asked if there were any songs that made them think of me, and I patiently wait for some sort of answer. I don't know. Maybe this one? I'm not too sure. Then many, many moons later, we were laying down on your sofa. Early morning sun laying kisses on your cheekbones. You wanted to slow down the time just a bit. The world doesn't deserve to see us right now, except for the one in your hand. Various different melodies and sounds blare through the phone right above our heads. I asked to play Everlong. We close our eyes and listen and feel. And you say, one more time. 'Cause you love something as much as I do, and maybe in this next listen we could uncover a new meaning to it. Or remember an old meaning, like how we remember old memories from playgrounds and loving arms. As we lay there, you say as if you've thought of this before and you just never told me. When I hear this song, I think of you. This song makes me think of you. And you say it with a real smile. And your eyes squint like dark brown pearls peeking through an oyster's mouth. It is so gentle, yet so firm and commanding. Like it's saying, I'm looking at you, like really looking at you, and you make me smile, and I want you to lay down a waist away with me. Except it's not a waist, this time is precious, like a pearl. Like the ones in your eyes, I say, and I touch your eyelid. And I close my eyes and I listen, and I smile. A real smile. This is a new meaning to something. Thank you. That was cute.
Thank you. You see, I'm ready to hold you and squeeze you. Are you ready for love? You see, I'm ready to hug you and kiss you. Are you ready for love? Listen, do you feel that friction? Temperature rising between you and I'm touching. Waist rolling, let it slide between those thighs like a credit card. Cash in, all American Express. See, to the next stage of love, I am more creative. I am educated in all things freak, kink, and crazy. Put a blindfolded sock in your mouth, whatever for sure. You want to see me coming. You want to see me nibbling in your ear. You want to see me screaming. Now I'm not lowering the volume. I'm ready to touch now, touch down. You see, I'm ready to hold you and squeeze you. Are you ready for love? You see, I'm ready to hug you and kiss you. Are you ready for love? I don't settle for just touching thighs. I'm here for loving. We got to kiss after. Tell me about your future. Some of y'all are like, why? Sit down, hug me. I paid for this double feature. Put your mind at ease. I want to make breakfast later. I want to play my cards right. I want to be able to stay the night. I want to be able to say something crazy. Are you ready for love? Yes, I'm ready. Are you ready for love? Yes, I'm ready. Are you ready for love? Yes, I'm ready. You see, I'm ready to hold you and squeeze you. Are you ready for love? Yes, I'm ready. You see, I'm ready to hug you and kiss you. Are you ready for love? To fall in love. Don't mind me. I'm not shy. So you could do what you like. You see, we could have French toast or French fries, scrambled eggs, bacon, or sausage. Do whatever you like. I'm licking your lips. See, but that portion is over. I'm ready to eat now. Something else, of course, and in the words of Barbara Mason, a flashback from 1965, it would go as, but I'm ready to learn. Yes, I'm ready to learn. Are you ready? I'm ready to learn. To fall in love right now.
So I do not come from a very cool family. Like yeah. No, I don't come from a very cool family. Like for the longest time, my mom thought the song WAP was about Batman sound effects. I broke up with a girl over a PS4. Now she's my Xbox.
Ah! Yes! 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 I love this man.
So somebody recently asked like if I had a light for their cigarette, and I almost went like full 1990s PSA on their ass. And I was like, you don't need drugs when you have the power of friendship. Because of that, maybe. Do you guys remember when they had condoms like made of sheep stomach? Yes. And if you had smaller, it would be lamb stomach. And I think somebody thought I had a really small dick because she just looked at it and she said, "Ew." An ewe is a baby sheep. See, not only do you laugh, you learn things. Actually, before Lori, I was in a sexual dry spell, and they said it was like riding a bike, and I agree, because I did not learn how to do that till my mid-20s either. Remember when you would put condoms on a banana in sex ed, and then I realized that was just wildly optimistic? You are my favorites. Absolutely. All right. I saw a dog flea and tick commercial recently where this dog was like doing an obstacle course, and it was like crashing through like giant 4-foot tall ticks and going through like this tunnel that was shaped like a 40-foot worm. And I love any product whose slogan is "Your dog will trip balls." Hey, welcome back. Did anybody watch Extreme Couponing? Yeah. To what extent does it become like a competition and just start being just treating essential workers like shit? Okay, for an extra $1, you can burn down the store and make eye contact while I kick you in the balls. All right. My girlfriend snores. It's really bad. Like halfway through the night, I just stop being bad and start being impressed. I'm starting to think it's just you guys that appreciate me. Doing it to this half the entire rest of the set. All right, actually. All right, last one. I saw a rollerblading parade. I thought that was like a beautiful way to get together and celebrate the worst form of exercise imaginable. Nope. I'm going again because that was not good enough. All right. Nice. All Something that kills me is that, like, when planes crash, slides come out of the plane. It's like you're clearly traumatized, but we're gonna make this a little bit fun. Yeah. Fuck it, I'll take it. Thanks.
Okay. Dear Mom, I love you, and I know you love me too. Happy lunar birthday. This year you are 52. You had me when you were 27. When you were my age, you were married, pregnant, with my brother on the way. You had immigrated to a whole new country. I wonder if you envisioned your life, your home, your family when you were young. I'm not sure you would have been able to predict our lives or the way things had turned out. It must have been so challenging and lonely for you. You are so brave, my beautiful mommy. When we were young, you used to cry, and I would hug you and wipe your tears and tell you it's okay. I just wanted you to be happy, and I was sad that you were sad. I want you to be happy. I wish you would not worry about me, or wish me to be a certain way, or change, or try to become something or someone that I'm not already. I'm happy with who I am and who I'm becoming, even though there are still uncertainties and mysteries about how I'm getting where I'm going. I think there's no way to plan it, and I don't want to worry or have anyone worry. I want to enjoy the journey. I'm sorry I was a difficult child and caused you pain. I was lonely too. I tried really hard to be a good child, but the dysfunction in the family was too much for me, and I didn't know how to communicate my feelings and needs. I think you and Dad had a lot of responsibility and a lot of stress and worked really hard. I wish you could all be together and love each other and forgive each other and not feel like you're fighting separate battles, sometimes even on opposing sides. But you're on the same side, and it's not, or doesn't always have to be, a battle. I felt that I was only loved, only good, when I was useful, helpful, obedient, or fit into who and what everyone wanted from me, but dismissed and criticized when I wasn't. None of you can tell me what to do or who to be anymore. None of you can force me, pressure me, or trap me anymore. You can't just tell me what to do. You need to let me go and trust me. And whether you do or not, I trust myself. I can't keep coming back if all the family does is pull me apart, tear me down, or try to confine me. You inject your fears and doubts into me. I know you all fear and say the world is a dangerous place, and other people may want to try to harm me. But nobody in the world has caused me as much pain as this family. No one else had as much power over my feelings as the family did. And maybe that is why I have to keep some distance now. I am not blaming any of you anymore, I understand. I'm grateful for everything you've given me, the love and care and nourishment you were able to provide. I was just looking for acceptance and looking for a place to be that felt like home. I can't grow staying in the house with all of you. It's not always loving. Sometimes it's suffocating. But I will always come when you need me. But I would rather you not need me, but actually just want to spend time together. I am also selfish. I will live the life I want, not the one you all want for me. I cannot live any other way. The only thing I want from this life is to be myself and to be happy and free, and for everyone I love to be happy and free too. But we place shackles on each other with our expectations and demands, and the ideas of what should be or would be. There is nothing wrong with the way things are or the way I am or any of it. They will not be this way forever. I will change, things will change, everything will change. Things will always change. The shackles of expectations and demands cause friction and suffering, and it is not necessary or helpful anymore. Am I going over time? Okay. Limited language and limited communication creates distance between us. Maybe some of the distance I created, walls I built, were made to protect myself from all of you, from everyone. My inner world was my sense of stability, but even that became tumultuous sometimes. When people are banging on the door, I'm afraid to let them in. I felt safer and more capable of taking care of myself and my own feelings than I trusted anyone else to. I was angry at you for a long time for not listening to me and not listening to yourself, but listening to everyone else's demands instead, and letting their voices shape our lives. You don't need to worry about me anymore. You don't need to worry about me or anyone else. I am choosing to listen to myself. I am choosing my happiness, and I will never abandon myself anymore, not for anyone. And I hope that none of you feel like I am abandoning you for choosing myself. You, Ba, Grandma, Gongung, and Abak, my great-grandmother, you all sacrificed a lot to raise children, to serve the family, to follow the lives you were told to lead, to survive even under strained marriages, strained finances. I admire your strengths, and I am grateful for all of your sacrifices, or else I wouldn't be here now, and I wouldn't have the chance or the choice to choose differently. Thank you. Please relax, take care of yourself, prioritize your happiness, and trust that everything will be all right. I love you, Mama. Sa. I love my family. I love my family very much, and I see them frequently, and this was like part of the journey of like healing those relations, and yeah, it's a journey.
Can't get my mind right. Waking up hoping I see the light shine bright as I open my eyes wide. Feeling behind but don't want to have hindsight, so I keep it going. I swear you'll see me growing. I want this but don't show it. Feel like motivation's my opponent. Give me a blunt, I could roll it. Give me flowers, ain't talking to roses. Smoke the pain away, losing my focus. Gotta keep going, but I'm feeling hopeless. Damn. So my question is, what do I really expect from this? Is it money, the fame, or respect I get? I'm running through life trying to find the answers while I still want to know what the lesson is. The mic that I had an obsession with is coming back like the depression did, but that's gone now, I'm on some better shit. Recognize what my profession is, for it's too late. I'd rather you hear it from me and not one of the guys on the street with my new tape. Blueprint. Making the plan, I know I got a chance to make people respect who Commune is. Yeah, that boy is the man and he leaving the print on the world. I'm like, dog, if the shoe fits and it fits well. Trying to cruise, but that ship sail. Keep 'em moving, can't sit still. Gonna take the crown if you can't tell. My turn. Sit and relax. I'll tell you the story, just try to envision it. This is inglorious, so it's important you know it ain't fiction. Here what is written is facts. Unfortunately, but I'll share my story with you and hopes you share your fortune with me. When I was just 4 or 15, I said bye to the streets, moved back to the north. Made a pact with the Lord, all I wanted was some peace, and he gave what I was asking him for. With a back to the wall, I knew I needed education. Last I was in the city, the schooling was cool, so I knew I had a blessing waiting. I made it my destination. I gave in a desperation, trying to get my mind right. I knew one day I'd step into the limelight with the love and support of my mom, right? Just believe when the time right, your time will come. Cheers with the wine glass. But then my mom passed. It's already almost been 10 years, yo, it's crazy how the time passed. I'm as shattered at the moment as I was then. Thought it was over, but it wasn't. Dude rapping at the beginning is my cousin. In the same year, lost his pops the plug, man. He kept me tapped in creatively. My uncle, just imagine what he'd say to me. All the guidance and confidence that he gave to me. Delivery, it ain't what you say, but how you say to me. In misery throughout the days I grieve. I gotta shake it off, time to get back to it. You got a gift, that's music. Imagine all the lives and the people you can impact through it. Don't forget that, use it. You was on your grind, don't forget that, student. You was putting in time, you don't get back. If you leave it all behind, you regret that. Get back into it and never put it back down, thinking that you can't do it. You light and you fire, showing right from the wrong path, you actually can do it. All the pressure you can handle it. The manuscript is written and it's vividly depicting that you can do it, so handle it. And God, I believe, hard on my sleeve, time to handle it. I know he's harder on me and I handle it, but I need y'all to believe I'm a damaged kid. This ain't the life that I plan to live, but no sweat. Never forget that the plan is his. I will preach and we'll reach it all align all in time like the planets is, and keep peace in my hands is this. Thank you.
Yeah, too. This one's called Goodbye, Beloved. And I find you beautiful because we've met before. You were a long-ass caterpillar, and I was a ladybug trying to connect with human noses, always landing on faces, hoping one day giants would see me and not shoo me away. You were a gust of wind, and I was a rattling leaves on a tree branch in awe of your strength. You were the 90-degree heat of New York, and I was a shady spot after 4 p.m. In another lifetime, you were mine, no questions asked. But we're here now, and you're a human looking for male validation, and I'm an ear to the flesh getting a call to be outside in the streets and cause mayhem. My last poem of the night. This one's called Happy Pride. And when we kissed, it wasn't necessarily fireworks. I'm familiar with the tongue down my throat. It was, however, like matching puzzle pieces, large lips locking with no space for air. It was you bending over to reach me and me grabbing the flesh beneath your waist. It wasn't romantic, but it was 15% of something 3 times over, a dizzy spell of lust towards the person I actually came here to see. It's my messy tendencies when my girlfriend is no longer my girlfriend and I become everyone's type. Thank you.
A lot of people call me Turtle. Most of them are my friends from back in the day. Shout out to Soul, Josiah, everyone here. What up, man? Party. Hey, look, the whole thing is I just really don't want to live in their shadow. You know, ignorance is bliss. And optimism's a tease. Man, I hate myself for the love I bring. I deserve the beating. My biggest fear is my mind deteriorating. Hold on, I'm slow. The turtles are my muse. The only time my father was ever amusing was watching cartoons that were absolutely confusing. We would watch Ninja Turtles. The story of reptilian killers that kill for you. Family beyond blood, seeing a rat as their father. No diversity in a world that's full of haters. They'd save you. My dad was a black man in the 80s, so rightfully racist. He thinks whites should be hated. I would agree with this statement only if they are racist and sometimes if wasted. Hey, don't call him your nigga. And don't call Rocket raccoon. My dad said he's a demon. Now, where do I fit in? What does that make me? My mother sees him in me. Ain't nothing like me except me. Am I just his semen? The product of a self-proclaimed demon and self-righteous goddess warrior is a special specimen, indeed self-conscious. See, my mother is a survivor of domestic violence. Why is she in that wheelchair? Lord knows I kill this man a lot. Where do I get it? My dad said he's a killer. Black men should never get angry. We get diagnosed crazy real quick and won't enter the spelling bee based off ignorance. I'm paranoid. I don't know every word, but let's see how this adds up. I got ADD. Help. ADHD. My title is William Edward Graham III, not to be confused with the monster. Call me the will to succeed. As a statement for being in special needs, I was the turtle with special meaning. The only time my dad wasn't a demon was when we would watch our show. Back when I didn't know things weren't exposed, and switching to regular ed just gave the same results. I mean, we all suffer mentally, so what's your problem? What's your issue? You don't know what you'll turn into. See, you might be a beast, but don't be a demon. Be better than you. I'll be better than me and exceed the expectations expected from me. Expected from me the will to succeed. My father failed on that rock like he fell off the rocks but getting better. The dynamic's not how it should be. It's rocky. Like we fight a lot. He texted me wondering why I don't text back. But my dad went to rehab, right? So let me just talk to him. See, you are better for seeking the help you need. You're not Master Splinter, but you're a hero I need. Even if you're a demon, and this optimism's a tease. I hate the things you did, but I can be the better man if I just forgive you. I pray to be a better man. I just want to be the better man. I want the best for we, yeah, we should pray some more. We just scream at the sky, my Lord, so have mercy on me. I don't want to live in the shadow. Thank y'all. All right. Again, my name is Will Succeed, the artist. It's WILLSUCCEED. The artist will succeed on Instagram, Spotify, etc. Thank y'all.
Yeah. All this talk of you and him really hurt my feeling, baby. Girl, I wanna call you my lady. Want you drive me crazy, girl, but you with another man tonight. You say you're only friend, yeah, but you haven't only been friends for love. I don't need you to justify, so ain't gonna be your aggravator.